Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of NoDQ&A video right here on youtube.com/NoDQ&AW, and as always, NoDQ.com, your source for the very latest in WWE and TNA. Let's get right down to your questions. Hey Aaron, what do you think about the news that there is tension between John Cena and Vince McMahon? Do you think that Cena should get some time off? Here's the situation. John Cena got hurt. He had arm surgery. WWE.com reported that he would be out of action 2 to 3 weeks. John Cena went on Twitter and basically lashed out at WWE.com, and he said that he would be out of action closer to 6 to 8 weeks. So clearly there's some sort of frustration here with John Cena and WWE. I think it all goes back to the idea that WWE wants to keep pushing John Cena nonstop. They are afraid of taking him off television because they fear that the ratings will drop and it will have a negative impact on their business. And they're also afraid of turning him heel for the same reason. Now, at some point, my opinion is that they will need to do something. Either turn John Cena heel or give him time off. And quite frankly, I think they should at least give him time off for a couple of months before WrestleMania. John Cena is a guy who's in his mid-30s now, and he's been on the road constantly. His body is worn out. He's sore. He's tired. And he might not show it publicly, although he did go on Twitter and lash out. But I think that John Cena inside, he's only human. I mean, he plays the superhero character on TV, but the guy's a human being, and at some point he's going to have a breaking point, and I think it would be in WWE's best interest to give him some time off and then let him recharge his batteries. Now, I'm sure they don't want to do that because short term it would hurt business, but I think in the long term it would be good because it would give John Cena time to rest, and it would also give some of the other talent a chance to shine in John Cena's absence. And I think that's really what you need to do in the long term, and WWE needs to be able to experiment and take chances, and they're going to have to do it at some point, I think. This is from Shoeman Kletsky. Hopefully I got that right. Hey Aaron, what did you think about Mick Foley's line, quote, "Do you want to be a statistic or a legend?" end quote. I felt it was powerful, but the crowd didn't react at all. Cole tried putting it over later because I think they expected a better reaction. What are your thoughts? Mick Foley did a tremendous job on Raw. That was a great promo. CM Punk was really good. I think the problem was that it went over the heads of some of the audience. I think that Mick Foley was talking about stuff that, unless you follow wrestling real closely, you're not going to understand all that much. And I just think with this particular crowd, they didn't really know what Foley was talking about. And some of the references he made just went over their heads. You know, the stuff about Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman lying and all that stuff. You know, a lot of the younger audience doesn't even know who Paul Heyman is beyond just being Brock Lesnar's manager. They don't know anything about Paul Heyman in ECW. So it really that promo really catered to the older wrestling fans, and I don't see a problem with that because those older wrestling fans, a lot of them are the hardcore fans, the ones that spend the money on the product. They're the ones that buy the pay-per-views. So if you give them a good promo, I still see that as a big positive. This is from The Practical. Do you think WWE should have given Jeff Hardy the WWE Championship earlier in 2008 instead of having him lose to Triple H like 3 straight times? Was it because he was performing well, or was WWE punishing him for violating the wellness policy? WWE never really wanted to push Jeff Hardy as a main eventer or push him as WWE champion, but they couldn't deny the audience. The audience was getting behind Jeff Hardy, and yeah, the wellness policy violation definitely hurt Jeff Hardy. But the fact is he came back and he was still more popular than ever with the fans, and WWE could just not deny this. They had to push him because the audience was telling them to. So that's what it all came down to, and no matter what WWE did, Jeff Hardy could lose to Triple H several times. The crowd still cheered for Jeff Hardy and still reacted to him like he was WWE champion. So WWE eventually just had to go with it. This is from AJ Styles 347. Hey Aaron, big fan from Australia. Love the show. Which match on the Bound for Glory card has the potential to steal the show? In my opinion, so far it would be the triple threat tag match, since all 6 competitors have a ton of talent. I agree with you. That match has all the makings to be a classic in TNA. You have Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, Chavo Guerrero, and Hernandez. Kurt Angle, when he's on pay-per-view, he always gives it 110%, and the same can be said for all the other guys. So that match definitely should deliver, and it's Bound for Glory. You know those guys are going to go all out. Another match that has potential to steal the show would be the main event, Jeff Hardy versus Austin Aries. The thing about that match is those two haven't really been in the ring with each other, so who knows what kind of chemistry they have, but we know with the six person match, the triple threat tag match, we know that all those guys have worked together several times in the past, and they all know each other. So we know that match is going to be great. So the real wild card is Jeff Hardy versus Austin Aries, but that could be a great match as well. So we'll have to see. But Bound for Glory is shaping up to be a really good show, and it should be a really good show from TNA. This is from Hayden Withers. Hey Aaron, what are the chances of a triple threat match for the WWE title at WrestleMania between Punk, Cena, and Rock? Your thoughts? I'm not really a big fan of triple threat matches at WrestleMania. I think that your best bet in terms of drawing power is to have a one-on-one match, but it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world because I think it would make the match just a little bit more unpredictable. If we get John Cena versus The Rock 2, most people are going to expect Cena to get his win back, and if you do Punk versus Rock, most people would expect Rock to win. So if you do a triple threat match, that makes it a little more unpredictable. So for that reason, I don't think that's the worst idea in the world. But I still think in general you're best off doing one-on-one matches, and I suspect we'll see something like Cena versus Rock 2, Triple H versus Lesnar, and then that leaves Punk versus Undertaker. But some kind of combination with those 6 guys, and you have 3 different matches headlining WrestleMania. That's what I expect to happen at this point. Hey Aaron, I know you haven't answered this on video. What do you think about the analogy that WWE was making with the NFL and their huge referee problem? Do you think that this was a one-shot capitalizing on recent fever, or will this be an ongoing theme? I actually did talk about this last week, and I was wrong because somebody asked me, do I think that WWE was mocking NFL with the referee storyline? And I said I thought it was just a coincidence, but clearly this week we know what WWE's intentions are. They wanted to parody the NFL and their whole situation with the referees. I hope it's a one-shot thing. I don't think they should keep doing it. I'm kind of surprised that they would reference the NFL at all, just because you don't want to draw attention to your competition, and WWE usually doesn't do that. And especially after this week with the ratings, Raw did its lowest rating of the year, and NFL's ratings have been up because of all the controversy. I think WWE should just stay away from it and focus on their own thing. That's my opinion. This is from Son of the Mariner. Hey Aaron, big fan of the show. Do you think CM Punk could have been the breakout star TNA needs if he would have jumped ship last year? Please answer in video. I don't think so. I don't think that TNA would have been able to market CM Punk the way WWE has marketed him. We've seen guys in TNA do those work-to-shoot promos and rip on the competition and rip on the company. It's been done, with Vince Russo many times in TNA, and it meant absolutely nothing in terms of business. With CM Punk, it wasn't just that promo, but how WWE followed it up, the storyline with John Cena, and giving CM Punk the best in the world catchphrase and the T-shirts and the new theme music, the cult of personality. WWE did all this stuff to market CM Punk, and I think TNA would have failed to capitalize on any momentum if CM Punk had went to TNA and did some kind of shoot promo, it would have gone nowhere in my opinion. This is from Jason's Moot 1. Hey Aaron, longtime fan of the show and the website. Please answer in video. Do you think that there is any chance WWE will ever pick up Crimson? I think he could be a high mid-card or even main event star. As far as Crimson goes, I think that it's a possibility. I mean, really any guy with his size and his look has a decent shot of getting into WWE. I think that they would want him to go through a developmental program first. But if he pushed himself and went into developmental, and I think that he would have a chance in WWE. I don't know if he would be something special. I mean, I really don't see anything about him that stands out from any other guy of his size and look. But he could surprise me. You never know. Alright, that'll wrap it up for this edition of NoDQ&A video. Thanks as always for watching. Subscribe, youtube.com/NoDQCAW. Tell a friend on Facebook or Twitter about NoDQ&A video. And I will see you later this week for more.